Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm sharing with you all my morning routine on a weekday. Time is about 7:15 in the morning and my 8-year-old son has just left school. So usually around this time I either go walking or I take some time for myself in our terrace. I walk for say about 15 to 20 minutes and I do some basic stretches and then I'll start off with the day-to-day chores. So before I head back to the kitchen, this is the first thing that I do, and after I come back I make sure I make the bed and clean all the rooms, and then I'll head to the kitchen. Making your bed first thing in the morning actually helps you to have a very productive day, and trust me when I say this actually will make a lot of difference, and it also sets up your mood for the entire day. Try and let me know if this worked out for you. So after this we'll head to the kitchen and either have a black tea or coffee, and then I'll start off with making lunch first. So for lunch today I decided to make a simple chicken curry using potatoes, and also I'm planning to make broad beans stir fry. So let's get started. Now for the chicken curry I have taken about 10 to 12 shallots, some ginger, garlic. I am just sweating this in the oil for some time. Anyways, we're going to make a paste out of this and add 2 large tomatoes. So the detailed list of all the ingredients with the measurement I have given in the description box below. You can have a look. Now add the spice powders and immediately turn off the stove. And in the minimum heat, we're also adding coconut pieces, some curry leaves and coriander leaves, and toss this in the oil for some time. And let this cool down completely. We'll transfer it to a mixer jar and make a paste out of it. So be careful, don't grind it while it is hot. Let this cool down completely. So let it cool down. In the meantime, we'll start off with the other work. So the water is boiling and it's time for the rice to go in. So usually I don't prefer pressure cooking the rice. So I always prefer making it in an open pan and strain the water so that it will remove the excess starch in the rice. And I'm making the chicken curry in a pressure cooker today. So add some oil with fennel seeds and some whole spices, curry leaf, and directly I'm adding the chicken pieces with some turmeric powder and salt. So once you start frying the chicken in the oil like this, the chicken will ooze out water, and it has to cook in its own juice, so it will add a nice flavor to your curry. So after tossing it in the oil for about 2 minutes, I'm adding 2 potatoes cut into chunky pieces so that it matches the size of the chicken piece. I'm also adding salt. Let's give this some steam for about 2 to 3 minutes. While that is getting cooked, the spices in the mixer jar is also completely cooled down. We'll add some water to it and grind it to a smooth paste. And add this to the chicken piece. So this gravy is not going to be very thick nor runny. It's going to be of medium consistency. Add enough water and also add salt, and you can check for spices at this point. You can add if you required. And let's close the lid and pressure cook this on high flame for 1 whistle, and then immediately lower the flame and cook it for exactly 12 minutes. Your chicken curry is done. Now for the broad bean stir fry, in a mixer jar take some coconut pieces, garlic pods, 2 green chilies, some cumin seeds and water. Grind this to a nice paste. This is a basic stir fry, and usually for stir fries at our home I make it using coconut oil. So add 2 spoons of coconut oil, some urud dal, mustard seeds, curry leaves, and add the cut vegetable. After adding the vegetable, let's cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Always never overcook your vegetables, or else it will tend to lose the minerals and vitamins. So don't overcook. We'll just cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes max. Add some turmeric powder and salt and sprinkle some water. Let's cover this and cook this in the steam for about 2 minutes. After then we'll add the ground coconut paste. After adding the coconut paste, you don't have to cook it for a long time, just about a minute or two is more than enough. Check for salt, add if required, and I'm adding some water. I'm going to cook this for another 1 minute until it dries up and it'll be ready. Now it's time for me to go and empty the garbage. So I don't wait for the van to arrive. This is the one that comes to our area, and so we can just tie up the dust and the garbage and leave it in the front gate, and they'll pick it up from there. It's a nice initiative by the Tamil Nadu government, and above everything, it is also our responsibility to keep our surroundings neat and clean, right? So after emptying the garbage and everything, just heading back to the kitchen. Here, if you can see, the lunch is done. I have done with making the chicken curry, the stir fry and rice. Now I'm heading towards making the breakfast. I've decided to make onion uttapam. So for that I've taken 2 large onions. I've chopped this into fine pieces, and some coriander and curry leaves, 2 green chilies and 1 carrot. I'm going to grate the carrot into nice fine pieces and let this be ready. Now I'm going to transfer everything to a bowl and add some salt and mix it, and let this onion and carrot soak up in the salt for some time. Let's season it for some time, and then we'll start making the uttapam. Add salt and give it a gentle mix. So let this marinate in the salt for some time, and we'll make the coconut chutney. For this I've taken half a cup of coconut and 2 to 3 garlic pods, 2 green chilies and 3 spoons of roasted chana dal. Add water and salt. We'll grind this to a nice paste. After grinding the chutney, we'll also do our tempering. We'll finish off with the tempering once we make the dosa or the uttapam. Add some water, mix it well and keep this ready until we make the uttapam. I am using a cast iron pan to make dosas. I feel the dosas and the uttapams are more crispier while making it on cast iron pan rather than making it a non-stick. So using my hands, I'm spreading the vegetables evenly on the uttapam, and then press the vegetables nicely so that when you flip it over, it doesn't fall off from the uttapam. So add oil. You can also sprinkle some idli powder, that is chutney powder, on top, and that will also give a nice flavor to your uttapam. See if you can see the dosa has come out nicely, and flip it over and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. The onion on top has to char a little bit. That will give a nice flavor to your uttapam. Now let's temper the chutney. For that I have taken about 2 spoons of oil, added mustard seeds and urad dal, and 3 to 4 shallots. I've cut the shallots into very small pieces and I'm adding it here, and 1 dried red chili and a handful of curry leaves. So the onions while tempering has to nicely brown, be it for chutneys or any other curries. While doing your tempering, make sure the onions are nicely browned, and then add it to the chutney. It will give a nice flavor. While making coconut chutney, always make sure you don't pour the chutney in the tempering vessel, or else it'll become thick. So it is better to pour the tempering on the bowl. So now everything is ready. I have transferred it to some hot boxes and I've put the other vessels for washing. So we have the stir fry, and this is a chicken and potato curry. So this is for lunch and for dinner. So for dinner, say around 6 o'clock, I'll make some chapatis and I'll use the same curry, and this is rice for lunch. So I also have some leftover sambar from the morning lunch box that I packed for my son. So while serving, you can always make a vegetable or a fruit salad and serve it along during lunch. Time is 2:30 now. My son is back from school, and after refreshing and having some food, we go to the terrace and spend some time for ourselves. I spend some time with him to play and then We'll also have the clothes drying in the terrace. So pick up the dry clothes and everything. And about 4 to 4:30 we'll go back down and get ready for the evening tuitions and homework. And then dinner time. A very simple weekday vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this along with me. Thank you so much for staying so patiently with me and watching it till the end. Hope you like the video. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you all again with some interesting vlogs. Thank you so much.